Goedemorgen, vandaag kunt u bij VPRO Vrije Geluiden genieten van de soulvolle stem van jazzzanger José James. En verder maken we kennis met de muziek van de Italiaanse componist Carlo Boccodoro. En zijn muziek wordt gespeeld door het New European Ensemble. Maar eerst Jean Rowe en zijn zware stem laat sporen na. Op zijn album Madman speelt hij nog met muzikanten, maar hij reist op dit moment alleen met zijn gitaar. Hier is Jean Rowe met Madman.
You can call me a madman, but I'm spoken for. You can take my position, leaves me an open door. In the city's ways to make you forget about half the stuff you love on things you don't know yet, about the space that's left when nobody talks, about the quiet on the path when nobody walks, when the Lord takes me to the other side of the world. Let a walnut tree replace me, give my body back to the bud. You could call me a madman, but I'm spoken for. Should I blame my profession, or should I bless the war? In the city's ways to make you forget about half the stuff you love on things you don't know yet, about the space that's left when nobody talks, about the quiet on the path when nobody walks, when the Lord takes me to the other side of the world, till the end decides to break me, I will put my hand on the word.
Madman van Jean Rowe en geschreven door Jean Rowe.
Yes.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Being here.
Absolutely.
What was first? Your love for music or the awareness of your voice?
I would say music first, I guess, you know, because I don't think I thought about it too much when I was a kid, about my voice. You know, you just sang.
It was higher.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yes.
It was a lot higher. But yeah, I'd say the first thing that hit me, I think, was rhythm, you know.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, I used to, when I was in my crib, I used to shake the crib outside and end up in the hallway. My mother would find me in the hallway at night, you know, just shaking, going back and forth. And I think it was rhythm that really drew me into music. You know, that's always first, still is really rhythm.
Yes?
Yeah.
Also when you're composing?
Yeah.
First you have the rhythm and then...
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And where's the rhythm in it for you? I mean, because you're now alone with the guitar. This was recorded with a band.
Yeah.
You can do more. I mean, you're kind of limited with only a guitar. Or am I wrong?
I think it makes you more creative, actually, when you're... I've picked a lot of things up from being solo and wanting to create a band sound, you know. I'm very much into creating as much space as possible, you know, and playing in between the lines, that kind of thing.
It's the same on this album, I have to say.
Sort of, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it is, it is. It's, you know, a lot of the songs are deconstructed, really, from what they were originally. You know, my kind of take on recording is that you just throw everything on there and then start taking stuff out, you know, seeing what works and what doesn't work. And it's a matter of deconstructing it for me, you know, keeping the core of it, you know.
And now you have these wonderful songs, but I read that you give concerts from door to door.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
And you're still doing that?
Well, I haven't done it out here as much, but that doesn't mean I won't. It's just logistical, really. It worked really well in the States. It started out as just a couple of shows. I thought maybe I'll do some house shows to keep myself working in between records, you know, and then it turned out to be a lot bigger than that. And
how does it work? You call, you ring at the door, or you phone a house, or what?
Yeah, I just show up randomly. Hey, can I play in here? Would you mind? Mostly it was started out on Facebook to my fans directly, saying, hey, you know, this is what I'd like to do. If you guys would, anybody would like to have me at their place, and we can make it a show, you know. And the response was great from all over the country, and it turned out to be a thing, you know. It's very much on a different level in terms of connection with the audience than in your typical club.
Concert hall.
Yeah, concert hall and club. You know, because I love clubs. I love playing in clubs. But this had a different aura around it, because most of the people that come know each other. They're family and friends, you know. So they're already connected with each other. And it just creates a really cool vibe.
I read something here, and I said that it's dictated to my little tribe.
Yeah.
This album.
Yeah.
What is your little tribe?
Oh, my family back home. Yeah. My wife and my daughter and my son. Yeah. Keep me going. And inspiration. I mean, half of the songs wouldn't be on there, you know, if I didn't have them.
Tell me, why not?
Because I wrote them specifically for them.
For them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And being on the road and having a family at the same time, it creates a level of experience, I think, that you wouldn't have otherwise. And there's tension, and there's conflict, and it's good for an artist in that way, you know. It's not good for necessarily for family life, but if you're able to stay in between the two worlds, you know, and manage to stay afloat, it can be a beautiful thing, because it makes you appreciate, at least for me, it makes me appreciate my family more, you know, sometimes when I'm away. Yeah.
So when you write about for example, your children, what are the songs about?
Well, there's a song called My Little Man on there, which is about my son. I wanted to capture a feeling I have for
him.
my son. You know, that's not, you know, you can't really put it into words, so you try, you know, and you try to go around
The regular stuff of I love him and
you try to go around that to create something bigger in someone's mind, you know, and in someone's connection to the song.
You're going to play another song for us, and that is?
That's The Drive.
The Drive.
Yeah.
Wonderful song.
Thank you.
We're going to listen. Thank you for this conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Sean, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We gaan nog een keer luisteren naar Jean Rowe.
Waited for tonight. There's so much on my mind. My hands lift to the right. My eyes they turn inside. She don't have to try. With more than just her skin. 'Cause I don't have to know. I just want to win. Pulling slowly in hard driveway. See my baby coming my way, right? I waited for a storm to blow a hole my way. I tried every night. It took me till today. I can't wait to see your door. And though the wrongs, and though the war, I don't see the fight no more. And then where the night is really far. Whoa. Pulling slowly in hard driveway. See my baby coming my way. Pulling slowly in hard driveway. See my baby coming my way, right?
Dat was de drive van Jean Rowe en zijn cd Madman ligt nu in de winkels. We maken een grote stap naar de muziek van de Weense 20e eeuwse componist Arnold Schoenberg. Vandaag gespeeld door de New European Ensemble, een talentvol gezelschap van jonge muzici uit heel Europa dat hier zijn basis heeft in Den Haag. Straks meer over de achtergronden van het ensemble, maar nu eerst van Arnold Schoenberg, Lied ohne Worte. Het verstilde lied Ohne Worte van Arnold Schoenberg, gespeeld door een New European Ensemble. Welkom, Emlen.
Dank je wel.
Wacht rustig tot je zit.
Ja, tuurlijk.
Je instrument hebt neergelegd. Wat een prachtig stukje Schoenberg.
Absoluut.
Het wordt wel steeds klassieker, hè? Als je het luistert.
Zeker.
Ja.
Ja, het klinkt heel romantisch. En ja, de lange melodielijn, een beetje uitgestrekt uit elkaar.
Ja.
Moeten we heel snel aan Mahler denken.
Ja.
Ja.
Het is een serenade, hè? Uit de serenade, opus 24.
Ja.
Eigenlijk naar het model van Beethoven's serenade helemaal geschreven. Waar stoeien jullie nog op Schoenberg? Of is het al zo common, om het zo maar te zeggen?
Nou, het is een prachtige mix tussen dat verkennen van het atonale, moderne terrein, maar dan wel ook die klassieke vormen. En dan zit je ook helemaal in die tijdsgeest van de jaren 20, van die expressionisme. Dus dan moet je al snel denken aan de schilders van de Blauwe Reiter bijvoorbeeld. Of andere kunstenaars die in die stroming zat van de hyperexpressiviteit als het ware.
Ja.
Dus dat geeft heel veel emotie en een hele speciale sfeer mee.
Hoe kwam hij aan deze bijzondere bezetting eigenlijk?
Hij was in de bergen in Oostenrijk met een aantal compositieleerlingen. En toen hadden ze dus deze instrumenten bij zich. En toen had hij als opdracht gegeven aan zijn leerlingen om allemaal een stukje te bewerken voor deze bezetting. En dat vond hij zo geslaagd als geheel dat hij zelf dit stuk voor die bezetting ging schrijven.
Hij heeft daarna nooit meer voor deze bezetting geschreven, weet
Nee.
je dat of niet? Nee, hè?
En vrijwel niemand heeft voor deze bezetting gecomponeerd.
En wat jammer, want het is een prachtig
Vind ik ook.
geheel zo. Heel mooi.
Wij zijn ongeveer het enige ensemble die ook opdrachtwerken heeft laten schrijven voor deze bezetting.
Maar vertel eens even, want ik vind het eigenlijk best wel een succesverhaal. Als ik jullie website ook bekijk, dan staat ook, jullie hebben ook echt een mission.
Ja.
Dat vond ik ook wel heel mooi om te lezen.
Ja, zeker.
Wat is jullie missie?
Ja, het doel van het ensemble is echt om met de nieuwe muziek, de hedendaagse muziek en ook die 20e eeuwse klassiekers, om dat bij een zo breed mogelijk publiek te brengen. En om dat zo open mogelijk uit te voeren en ook door allerlei combinaties met andere kunstvormen of in context met oudere muziek of in context met maatschappelijke thema's. Om dat zo uit te brengen dat men daar open voor staat en begrip en liefde voor krijgt. Bijvoorbeeld de thematiek van kindsoldaten, wat nu heel erg in Afrika speelt. Daar hebben we een stuk omheen meerdere malen gepresenteerd. Voor het publiek, voor schoolkinderen. We hebben ook met Amnesty International samengewerkt aan een uitvoering rondom human rights. Dus dat zijn echt dingen die vandaag heel erg meespelen in de wereld, in de maatschappij. En die lichten we graag toe van een muzikale kant. En willen laten zien dat er in de nieuwe muziek ook allerlei aansluitingen zijn met wat er nu in de wereld om ons heen gebeurt.
Je gaan, hoewel jij speelt niet mee, want dat is het mooie voor jullie ensemble. Het is een pool aan mensen die overal ingezet kunnen worden, die uit heel Europa komen ook.
Klopt.
Ja.
Ja.
Dat geeft ook alweer wat meer vrijheid en lucht natuurlijk. Hè? Dat je niet zo heel vast zit in zo'n vast ensemble. We gaan naar het programma. Jullie hebben Viva Italia.
Ja.
Dat gaat binnenkort. Dat ga ik straks de datum even noemen. En dan komen we op de componist Carlo Boccadoro.
Precies.
Nooit van gehoord.
Ja, hij is slagwerker en dirigent in Milaan. En hij heeft daar zijn eigen ensemble zo'n jaar of 30 geleden opgericht. Sentieri Selvaggi. En hij focust zich in zijn composities echt op dat minimal music die we ook uit Amerika kennen. Van Bang on a Can en zo. Maar dan gaat hij een beetje een stap verder totdat er heel veel eigenwijze humor erin komt. Dus daar gaat het stuk ook over. Naast dat swing, echt de humor van zo'n compositie. Het lijkt een soort ontspoorde carnavalsbende, als het ware.
Ja. Er zit veel pit in ieder geval. Wij gaan luisteren. Veel succes met al, want je speelt zelf niet mee.
Nee.
Maar we gaan luisteren naar de compositie van Carlo Boccadoro, Zingeber. Zingieber van Carlo Boccadoro en het New European Ensemble speelt op 17 april een Italiaans programma in het Koninklijk Conservatorium in Den Haag. En op 21 april spelen ze in Theater Branoel, eveneens in Den Haag, muziek van John Cage en Willem van Otterlo in combinatie met gedichten van Leo Vrooman. Op 7 april zou jazzzangeres Billie Holiday 100 jaar zijn geworden. Waar het niet natuurlijk dat ze al in 1959 overleed na een zwaar leven vol ellende, drank en drugs. Haar muzikale erfenis is nog altijd groot en de Amerikaanse jazzzanger José James brengt op zijn nieuwe album een eerbetoon aan haar. Dit is Fine and Mellow.
My girl don't love me. She treat me oh so mean. Baby doesn't love me. Treat me awful mean. She's the lowest girl that I've ever seen. Lord, 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 love will make you drink and gamble and make you stay out all night long. Said love will make you drink and gamble, make you stay out all night long. Well, 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 love will make you do things, yeah, baby, that you know is wrong. But if you treat me right, baby, I'll stay home night and day. Just treat me right, baby, and I'll stay home every day. But you're so mean to me, baby. I know you're gonna drive me away. Come on. They say that love is just like a faucet. It turns off and on. Said love is just like a faucet. It turns off and on. And sometimes when you think it's on, baby, it has turned off and gone. Lord, Lord, Lord.
Dat was José James met Fine and Mellow en hij werd begeleid door Thomas Enkel. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And what a wonderful young pianist you have with you.
He's a fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you play along together?
Yeah, we just
long
met.
time,
We
or-
just met today.
Just met today?
I've
No.
been a fan though. I heard his
really?
music this
okay.
year, and I said, "Wow, I really love to play with him." So this is the first opportunity. Hopefully, not the last.
No,
but, yeah.
okay. Well, a coincidence, you both have a new record. So that's it. Fine and mellow. You not think that often of Billie Holiday as a composer or a songwriter. Is she a composer or a songwriter?
I would say she's a songwriter and she's an interpreter, you know. For her, I think the words meant as much or more than the music. You know, when you listen to Fine and Mellow or God Bless the Child, it's really like a lot of information contained in a small amount of words, like poetry. You know, I love the line, like, love is like a faucet, it turns off and on. You know, I can see it in my mind, and it's so true. It's like the best metaphor for how we feel and when things change.
I see a signature as a songwriter.
I think so, yeah, because she's somewhere in between Louis Armstrong and Bessie Smith, so like the blues and jazz, and it kind of always has that way that you can understand her directly. But God Bless the Child, that's got his own. That's all you have to say.
Okay, let's listen to a little piece of God Bless the Child.
Them that's got shall have, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible said, and it still is news. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own.
Incredible.
Incredible. And every time you hear, you're like, oh my God.
I know.
Yeah. But this was the first song you heard of her.
Yeah, and I was so young, and she has that Baltimore Harlem accent.
What was young? What was young?
Well, I first heard it when I was 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah. And so I thought she said, God bless the child that's got his own, you know, not his own. Because the way she sang it. So I was like, asking my mom, what's his own? Like, what is, I had no idea what she meant, you know. But just her time, that shoulder move, when I hear her, I just get that, you know, that feeling like she's so laid back and like swings so hard at the slowest tempos. I mean, it's amazing. God.
What was the biggest difference for you, maybe, between her and Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan?
Billie Holiday is more subtle, you know. She's really inside. You know, we like to say he's an inside player or an inside singer. It's really, you're inside the melody and the music and the changes, and it's kind of more emotional. Sarah Vaughan and Ella also represented a different harmonic language. You know, they really, you know, Ella was also a swing singer, but she really took in a lot of the bebop harmony. But for Billie, it was always more about kind of taking the path of like a tenor saxophone and like weaving your way through in the same way Lester Young and Ben Webster and Coleman Hawkins did.
More of a storyteller?
Yeah, more of a storyteller and more of a kind of like folks person to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she wanted anybody to understand, you know, it was a queen or like a guy at the bar. She really wanted them to feel it, you know. I'm at a point in my life where I've lived enough to finally sing her music and understand what she meant in these songs. Because it's really, there's not a lot there in a song like Fine and Mellow, so there has to be the emotion behind it. Otherwise, it's just words. You know, she helped me understand vulnerability is an asset, you know, because I think a lot of times as men, we think vulnerability is just being weak. But for her, her whole life was about being vulnerable on stage.
Nevertheless, a lot of songs she was singing were kind of happy songs.
Absolutely. I mean, she liked to party too. You know, she was she liked to have fun. She knew the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
But I think she also knew it wouldn't last forever. And maybe that's like the deepest wisdom. That's how you can enjoy life to the fullest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made this, what is a homage, a tribute to her?
And to Blue Note.
And
also.
on Blue Note.
And yeah, and also, because a lot of people ask me, why is the picture in Amsterdam? For me, I wanted to, I mean, I love the city. I have a great relationship with my music here. But I wanted to also remember the importance of Europe for jazz. You know, it's always been a very important place for American jazz musicians, you know, going back to the very beginning, you know, and Dexter Gordon,
Yes.
you know, living in Paris and, you know, living in Belgium and, you know, Kenny Clark and so many, Bud Powell. It's a huge long list
Yeah.
of
Has she ever been here? I don't know.
Billie Holiday in Amsterdam?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I just want to look with you a piece of Strange Fruit on tape.
Pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rock, for the tree to drop.
This song, Strange Fruit, is very connected to her.
Absolutely.
She also had a ritual when she sang this song.
Yeah, with like the spotlight.
The spot
and
on her
it's,
face.
It's completely silent and usually just piano.
Yeah.
And I like that reverence, and I like that side of her also as a performance artist. For me, thinking about doing Strange Fruit, it's a challenge, you know, and a lot of people have covered it. I feel like I didn't want to do it with piano because no one was going to do it as well as her, and it wouldn't be as effective. So I experimented with a loop station, trying to figure out something that felt more raw, something that felt almost like going back to ancestral times or, you know, times of slavery, like a work song or like a field holler or something like that. And at the same time, I wanted it to sound kind of very modern jazz too, with the harmony. So this is what I came up with, and it feels like the right kind of tribute.
Yeah. Before you go back to stage, but what is the history of this song, Strange Fruit?
Well,
For people who don't know the song.
yeah, it was written by Abel Meerpol, and he was a labor organizer and a teacher in New York and a poet. And he actually performed it with his wife at labor rallies and things like that, trying to talk about discrimination and lynching in the South. And they brought it to Billie Holiday, and she loved it. And she wanted to record it, brought it to her label. They said absolutely not. And she believed so strongly in it because of her own life and the discrimination she experienced in the South that she took it actually to another label, recorded it independently, and started performing it, which is a very brave thing to do. I think people have to remember, at that time, she was the most famous and highest paid black female artist in the world. So today that would be like Beyonce doing a protest song about Mike Brown or Ferguson. And she really paid a high price to do that. She was put on the FBI and CIA's most wanted list, and they harassed her for the rest of her life on drug charges and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's a very powerful part of her story, and it's well before the civil rights movement, so all the more important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. We have a wonderful performance of this song, and we're going to listen to it. And we're waiting for Beyoncé to do this in Ferguson, okay?
That's right.
Thank
Okay.
you for coming, and I'll
you.
ask you to go to stage,
Okay.
to the Strange Fruit.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We gaan luisteren naar Strange Fruit, gezongen door José James.
Southern trees bear strange fruit. Blood on the leaves and blood at the root. Black bodies swinging in the southern breeze. The strange fruit hanging, yeah, yeah, from the poplar trees. The pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, the scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rains to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the tree to here is a strange and bitter oh, 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 oh.
Het nieuwe album Yesterday I Had the Blues is net uit en José James is nog te zien op 11 mei in de North Sea Jazz Club in Amsterdam en op 10 juli op het North Sea Jazz Festival. En begeleider Thomas Enko, die heeft ook net een nieuwe soloalbum uit, Feathers, speelt op 12 juli op datzelfde North Sea Jazz Festival. Volgende week hebben we geen uitzending, maar over 2 weken zijn we er weer met jazzgitarist Neervelder en de strijkers van het Metropolicus spelen samen met het trio van Rob van Bavel. Tot dan.